Good morning, guys. Welcome to goonlinetrainings.com. My name is Bhaskar Jogi. I'm having almost 24 years of experience in the IT industry. I worked for many MNCs, including Microsoft, Accenture, Patni Computers, Unilever, Daimler Chrysler. I was in Bangalore for 10 years and last 15 years in Hyderabad. So I trained thousands of people in this industry. I used to take a lot of corporate trainings in Infosys, Capgemini, Cognizant, and currently I'm not conducting any corporate trainings. And currently I'm doing only online trainings. We don't have any classroom trainings as well. We are based out of Hyderabad, India. So this is what is all about my story. So any people who wanted to come into IT industry, first of all they need to have proper coaching and proper mentoring, right? If you don't have the proper coaching, proper knowledge, then definitely getting a job is difficulty today. And many layoffs are going on because many people do not have the proper knowledge, right? So you cannot learn any course within a single month. You cannot learn SQL in 5 days of time. You cannot learn Power BI in 20 days of time. If you're believing this kind of a coaching, this kind of a mentoring means you are completely lose the ability to get the job in the IT industry. So don't believe these kind of a courses or the institutions. Or if somebody asking you to pay 2 lakhs, 3 lakhs for the process and everything, so 100% you will get cheated. Okay. So without knowledge, don't go into anywhere. And many universities like Manipal University, many other institutions like Edureka and lot of other companies are charging 3.5 lakhs to 4 lakhs, 5 lakhs. And Edureka is charging more than 70,000 to 1 lakh rupees. But end of the day, they couldn't get anything. Many people from those institutions again rejoined in our institution. They're very, very happy. They're able to crack a minimum 2 to 3, offer letters, even though recessions are going on, right? So you have a lot of offers, but only thing is that many people do not have the proper knowledge. So whenever I talk to HR people in Cognizant or Accenture, my friends are there, they'll say, Bhaskar, we don't get the real, real cream. Many people will share very beautiful CV, but whenever we ask them, they don't know anything about it. So when we ask what is a data engineering or what is a data analytics, tell me about your project, tell me about your previous experience, they are not able to say anything. It is a completely useless crowd is there because everybody wanted to get the job within 1 month, right? So can you get a job within 1 month or within 2 months? It is not. So minimum you need to have 3 to 6 months of time to complete any course minimum. And this data analytics course can be completed within 3 months. In this, we are going to be adding a data engineering course as well as data analytics. So we are going to be understanding what is a data analytics, what is a data engineering, right? So and we are going to be talking about what is data analytics, data science, AI and ML, data engineering, what is the cloud technology, and how is the job market today for the IT guys, and what is the eligibility for you to get into these courses, and who can learn this course, and what is the duration. All these things I'm going to be giving you one by one. So there is the important saying, what you cannot improve, so what you cannot measure, that you cannot improve, right? So if you don't measure anything, definitely if you don't track anything, you will not be able to improve. So definitely you need to have a proper plan, and when you have a proper plan, you need to track the plan. So then only you will be able to go from one level to another level with the proper mentoring. If you don't have the proper mentor also, simply if you take Udemy videos or if you take some YouTube videos, it will be difficulty for you to crack the interview. You will be wasting your time if you don't have the proper mentor. Many people think that my son is intelligent, my daughter is intelligent. So only intelligence alone will not work anywhere. You need to have the proper mentor. So then only everything is going to be happening. Otherwise, my students, BPO sectors, the 10, 15 years, they'll work from 5 lakhs to 15 lakhs, Pavani. she got a job now. One guy from bakery earning 20,000 rupees per month, and his name is Akshay. He got 26, 27 lakhs of salary package at the age of 36, right? So we have one more candidate called Lakshmi. Recently, she got the job in Bangalore. She got 2 offer letters. Akshay got 4 offer letters, right? So Lakshmi Kant, he was working for a hospital in Tirupati, and BCom MBA guy, he was earning 7 lakhs per month, got almost 12 to 13 lakhs of salary package as a data analyst in Bangalore company. So all these people acquired the knowledge, right? So they have done a lot of courses in YouTube, but it is not sufficient when you learn those kind of a courses. Yeah, am I clear? So anybody can learn this course, any graduate, BA, BCom, BSc, botany, zoology, BTech, MTech, 2012 passed out, 2010 passed out, 2015 passed out. You have 10, 15 years of gap. You never worked for any companies. You're a housewife. So it doesn't matter. You're working for a BPO sector for 10 years, or a banking sector for 10 years, or you're a teacher, or you're working for the operational, operations. So wherever you work, doesn't matter. You can get this course done, and within 3 months you can complete it. June, July, August, we are going to be having the classes, and no coding, or you can say low coding. So not, I cannot say 0% coding, but the simple, coding that you will be able to understand very, very easily. Non-IT people or IT people can easily, change your tracking. Many Java developers, many .NET developers, they cannot code forever. So those people are also jumping to data analytics, data engineering today. It is hot skill in the market. We are going to be providing job placement assistance. So we will give you knowledge, CV preparation, project explanation, projects we're going to be giving it for free, and lot of things we're going to be covering, next 3 months, June, July, August, you're going to be with us. And after the, preparation, we'll give you assignments, case studies, projects. So CV preparation assistance, whatever you need, that I can give it to you. But only thing is that I cannot crack your interview. So you need to crack your interview. You need something for your job. I will be able to give it to you, right? So many people, who are from BA background, BA, Bachelor of Arts background, able to crack. One guy, his name is Srinivas, he got 2 offer letters, and currently is working with, Ahmedabad company with 12 lakhs of salary package. You don't believe he could not do his graduation from the regular college, BR Ambedkar Open University, that also BA, Bachelor of Arts, he has done. Currently, is working for the data analyst role in Ahmedabad, right? So these are the success stories that you should understand. That guy also got the job last 2 years back, right? So it doesn't matter. Starting point is not so important. So where you have reached, where you are able to, achieve, what is that, the achievement, that is very, very important. So one thing you need to understand, many people will say recession is going on, layoffs are going on, job market is not good. So all these things they'll say, but they never say that they don't have the knowledge. They will never agree saying that I don't have the sufficient knowledge to crack any interview. Clear? Chalo, guys. So, I think you have filled this form. This form is going to be containing your email address, full name, location, mobile number. When you fill the form, one advantage is that you can get daily recorded videos. We are going to be providing daily recorded videos to you if you miss any class. So you can just watch the video next day. You will be able to ready for the next class. So that is one advantage when you fill this form. The second advantage is that you will be able to get the some more discounts. People who are attending the demo will get some more discounts. People who are not attending the demos, they don't get this special discount. That is one more thing. This form I have given in the chart window. People who have joined late, they will be able to, again, I'm sending you the same form once again. Please fill the form so that you are going to get daily recorded videos in the separate portal. Okay, chalo guys. So I have explained my profile. Participants can be, you can have any knowledge or any background, qualification, any graduation, age gap, you could be 35 years, 40 years, 45 years, doesn't matter. Job opportunities, So salary expectations in India, everything I'll be talking about it. Duration will be 3 months of the course. Free projects and materials are going to be included. And methodology of the training will be completely practical and online training. We don't have any classroom trainings in Hyderabad. And CV interview preparation, everything is included for free in this class. So job placement assistance will be given for free at no extra cost. Okay. So this is what is the prerequisite. Any graduate, any non-IT people, teachers, sales professionals, housewives, BA, BSc, BCom, anybody can get into this course. Data analytics, anybody can learn. Anyone can learn. Hot skill, high salaries, paid jobs, no coding required. So daily every month we have 20 hours to 22 hours, because Monday to Friday we'll have classes. Demo I'm conducting on Saturday, but normally classes I don't conduct on Saturday and Sunday or any other public holidays. We don't conduct. Monday to Friday you will be there, and daily recorded videos are going to be shared, and real-time topics are going to be discussed. The course validity is 6 months. Okay, so when you make the amount today, you will be able to access the videos and the course till 6 months. Okay, so that is the validity. So after that, still if you wanted to access your videos, you can pay some portal charges, some 300 rupees per month. If you pay, you can extend the video access for a couple of months or couple of quarters or the semester. So that will be there, but the validity for the videos or the course will be 6 months. Clear? So sample CVs and CV preparation guidance, everything we're going to be giving. So evening, we will be able to give you again one-to-one, lab support if you need it, right? If anybody wanted to, talk to me directly, I'm also sharing my number. You can just call me if you have any doubts which you cannot ask here. You will be able to call me on this number. After this demo, I will be able to reply on this. Okay, so you can directly call me on this number. This is my office direct number. So 991-991-9452. If you wanted to talk to me, one-to-one. So anytime you can just call me and talk to me. So morning live classes will be there. Evening also we can connect and we can have one-to-one discussions. And we are going to be creating a Telegram group. All people are going to be joining there. You can ask the questions there itself, so people can support each other. So learning is definitely a joy here. It will not be difficult for you to worry about it. So that is what the next 3 months will be, right? So unlimited data sets, interview questions, sample CVs, free project assignments, flexible learning. Anytime can learn, because we are going to provide these videos. Live clarification sessions, we're going to be having one-to-one or group sessions. We can have not only this live training, so that is also there. Clear? So now what is that you have to learn? Let me start my real course now. So what is that you're going to be doing next 3 months? So that is very, very important, guys. So let us understand first what is IT industry. So let us start our course with this. What IT industry is going to be doing? Do you have any idea? Everybody is saying that I am working for Capgemini, I am working for Microsoft, I am working for Infosys, I am working for Accenture. But all these companies are part of IT industry. What is that these companies are doing? If you ask me, any IT company is I means what? I means information technology, right? So information technology. So how do you get the information? If you wanted to get the information, you need to have the data. Remember that. So IT industry stands for information technology industry. But if you wanted to get the information, you have to get the data. So IT industry is going to be working towards data. That is what you need to understand first. Okay, if you take automobile industry, it is going to be manufacturing the cars. If it is a steel industry, it is going to be in manufacturing the steel, right? But what does IT industry do? So IT industry is going to be always doing only one activity. The activity is called IT industry is going to be storing your data. This is number one purpose of IT industry. So data is going to be stored in the IT industry. Then the data computing is going to be happening. A computer means, the device which can compute. Compute means a process. Compute means what? A process. So compute or process, that is what you need to understand. So IT industry is going to be doing two things. It can store the data, or it can process the data, or it can compute the data. That's it. If you learn Java, C, C++, SAP, box, data analytics, data engineering, whatever you do, so all of them will be part of these two. Clear? So if you wanted to store the data, if you would like to store the data, IT industry is going to be storing the data in different environments. For example, I have a small amount of data, I have it, right? So if you go back, let us say 40-50 years back, where are you storing your data? When you go to bank 30-40 years back, people are writing in the notebooks or the paper and a pen, right? So they have account ledger, account books, transaction books. People are writing everything in the big account books manually, paper and a pen. We were using it, right? So after that, slowly computers introduced. So if you have a small amount of data, clear? The small amount of data can be stored today in Excel sheets, right? When you have a small amount of data, where are you going to be storing all the small amount of data? You can open Excel sheet. You will be able to store the data in Excel sheet in a computer. So last 10, 20, 30 years, we were started using, Excel and everything. But when you have, this is, I'm talking about a small amount of data. Small means what is the size I'm talking about? I'm talking about megabyte of data. So every month you are getting, 1,000 rows or 1,000 inquiries. Think about goonlinetrainings.com. Every month you get the 1,000 inquiries or 2,000 inquiries. All your data, your phone number, your email address, your name, your location, what is the course you have inquired for. So you may be asking a Java course, a .NET course, Power BI course, or maybe data science course you are asking. All the data we are able to capture in Excel sheets. Okay. But when you have more and more data, so I'm talking about not a megabyte of data, not small amount of data. I'm talking about medium size data. Medium means every month I'm getting GBs of data. GBs means you can think about State Bank of India, think about a phone pay application, think about amazon.com. You're going to be purchasing a lot of products every month. So it is a huge data the Amazon company is going to be getting. So when you go to State Bank of India, whenever you cash withdrawal, whenever you do the transaction like cash deposits or loan repayments, all the data is going to be stored, cannot be stored in Excel. There is a specialized platform called SQL. Clear? When you have a large amount of data, I'm talking about GBs of data. It is a medium level size of data I'm going to be talking about. IT companies are going to be storing all the data into the SQL. SQL is also called as a database, DBMS technologies. Clear? It is also called as what? DBMS, or some people will say RDBMS, relational database management system. It is also called as SQL or SQL. It is SQL means structured query language. So when you have a large amount of data, GBs of data, IT industry is going to be using what is called as a SQL softwares or SQL devices or SQL computers to store the large amount of data. So your business data, State Bank of India data, Amazon company data, Walmart data, LIC data, Flipkart data, PhonePe data, right? Any data, any banking data, insurance data, oil sector data, retail data, any data is now going to be stored in the SQL only. So most of the time, IT industry is going to be storing the data in SQL. SQL is also called as a database management system, DBMS system. It is also called as a relational database management system. So most of the business data today is going to be stored in SQL. So you need to understand IT industry, most of the data today, it is going to be storing in the SQL or database. Very small amount of data, you can also have them in the Excel. But now I'm talking about GBs of data. Every month you're getting 500 GB per month. You assume this is per month data, but I wanted to get a 12 months data. 12 into 500 GB, it will become 6,000 GB per annum. Okay. When you convert into terabytes, it is 6 terabytes of data per annum. 1 year data I'm talking about. 1 year data, you have 6 terabytes of data I wanted to store. So normal, SQL systems or normal SQL computers cannot be used when the data is small. So small size data you can store in Excel or the notebooks or the you can have notepads. This is what is notepad, right? So this is a notepad. You can also store the data in this. So when you have GBs of data, you will be able to store the data in SQL. This is up to GBs of data. So when the data size is in terabytes, I'm talking about data, terabytes of data for 1 year, but the Amazon company wanted to store 10 years of data. 1 year will be 6 terabytes. 10 years means 6 into 10, it will be 60 terabytes of data. Normal computer cannot store. Normal SQL, normal database system cannot store it. You have to have a specialized computer. So that is what is called data warehouse systems, or data warehouse computers are going to be there in the IT industry. Clear? So IT industry is going to be using different data storage items. You may use Excel when you have a small amount of data. When you have GBs of data, you can go in for SQL, DBMS, RDBMS computers. So if you have terabytes of data, I wanted to store last 10, 20 years of data. I will not be able to store them in simple, SQL or DBMS. I need to have specialized, devices or the computers. These are called as a data warehousing servers. You will be able to store the data here. Yeah, am I clear? Okay, but because of social media, because of internet is enabled worldwide and cheaper internet charges and the computer devices storing capabilities or the storing cost is completely, the cost is decreased. Now, the data charges, internet charges, even computer charges, everything is cheaper today. Social media and other media is slowly increased after year 2000. Clear? So this was a story till year 2000. We were talking about 1960s, 70s onwards. We were using spreadsheets and everything. In 1970, IT industry started using SQL. 1970s, IT industry is using started SQL. People were storing the data, and slowly they have realized after 20 years, they thought that the data is increasing slowly. They thought that we need to have one more system that is implemented in 1990s. Clear? So 1990s, we had a data warehousing systems to accommodate large amount of data. Normal data, regularly I'm getting it. So one day, I will not be able to, have only GBs. So after 5 years, after 10 years, I will be able to have a large amount of data. Where is that I should store? You want me to delete the data or you want me to store the historical data? I would like to store last 10 years of data. It is complete historical data. So historical data is going to be stored in the data warehousing. So data warehouse means a large computer, large hardware. So inside that, you're going to be storing last 10, 20 years of data. Historical data of the company is going to be stored. Clear? So as of now, we can understand like that. It is going to be having large amount of, for example, recently IPL matches are going on, right? So last 10 years of IPL matches data will be there in the data warehousing server in the IPL. Clear? So like that, you need to understand historical data will be there. So it was a story till 1990, but after year 2000, the data is not in the terabytes. Every day, people are able to get the data in the petabyte, zettabyte, yottabyte of data. So that kind of a data is called as a big data. That kind of a data is called as a big data, unlimited data. Now, data is also not in the proper shape, maybe structured. Structured data means table data, columns and rows data. For example, employee table you create, employee ID, employee name, employee salary, employee data of joining. So when you create a table structure and when you store the data, it is a structured data. More business data is completely structured data. Excel data, even SQL data, data warehousing data is a completely structured data. But when the social media started, you get a lot of data. This is unstructured data. Structured data is there in the business. You have semi-structured data. You have unstructured data. Unstructured data means you have your newspaper. Newspaper data is not structured, right? News item, when you read, you don't know. There is no column and row. So newspaper data is unstructured data. Your hospital X-rays, images data, audio files, video files, XML, JSON, chat messages data, social media, feedback data, comments data. You have a lot of data started coming in. So that kind of a data is called as a big data. Big data is going to be consisting of structured data, consisting of semi-structured data, consisting of unstructured data. So structured data, when you take the entire globe, if you take entire globe, structured data, that is business data, or you can say the data which is there in the table format. Table means, so employee table, sales table, you have a predefined structure. So the data is only 20% in the entire world, right? Remaining data may be semi-structured data or maybe unstructured data. So all the chat messages, news items, social media data, video, audio, photos, X-rays, all the data is 80% of data. So that data we were not able to store till 1990 because you don't have a social media in 1990s. Even though you were having photos and pictures, but that kind of a things are not available to store your data, right? But after year 2000, IT industry is not only storing a structured means more of business data. Okay, so we were able to, we need to invent one more technology. That is what is called big data. Big data means unlimited data. It will consist of structured data, semi-structured, unstructured data. All the data, how do I store it? All the data, how do I store it? All this data is going to be stored in the big data. It needs a software. The software is called as Hadoop software. Clear? So this is released in early 2003 by Google company, right? So big data word is released by the Google company in 2003 and 2008. So there is a company called Apache Software Solutions. It is now Apache Software Foundation. So Apache company is released a software called as a Hadoop. Clear? When? In 2008. So when you have a small amount of data today, you will be able to store them in Excel. When you have a GBs of data, you will be able to store them in your SQL or the DBMS softwares and everything. When you have large amount of data, every month you're going to be getting the data. You will not be able to store them in your same SQL because it will be completely full. Every month you're going to be getting the data. So you can store all the data here. So we cannot do that. So what normally we do? We will be taking all the data from here. We will be able to dumping into data warehousing. Clear? So that is what you need to understand. So daily data, you will be able to capture somewhere And after that, every month, monthly once, what normally we do, we vacate these servers. We'll take all the old data, we will be dumping into data warehousing systems, so that again, these computers are there to capture the fresh data. So we'll talk about all of them later. So as of now, you need to understand these are the data, storage devices we have. So all these are completely there to store structured data. But after year 2000, the trend is changed, right? So slowly your charts are becoming, increased. Your social media network and internet rates are coming down because of G and other guys. You have so much of a data that you cannot store them in this. So that is where people have to identify, people have to invent one more technology to store structured data. How to store? Already it is there in the IT industry, but to store semi-structured data and structured data, so they need to invent a technology. The first R&D is done in Google in 2003, and they have released a paper. Based on the paper, these Apache Software Foundation guys have released a software called Hadoop software to store large amount of data today. Remember, I'll give you a simple example so that you will be able to understand it. Clear? If I wanted to go to supermarket maybe 500 meters from my house, or maybe 1 or 2 kilometers, how do I go? I take a bike and go, or I can go by a walk, right? So when the data is small, we can store them in Excel. When the distance is small, I can go by walk, or I can take a cycle or the bike and go. That is a story. I wanted to go at least travel 500 kilometers or 1,000 kilometers. Can I go by a bike, or can I go by a walk? It will be difficult, right? So what normally we do? We book a train ticket, or we book a bus ticket, or car we can arrange. So we can easily go for the 500 kilometers. So when the data is size is changed, we have use SQL technology, right? When the distance is more, you cannot go by a bike. You are now using a car and the train or the bus. Clear? Now I wanted to go to US or London. Can I go by a bus or the train or the car? No, 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 no. I have to use the flight. So when the data is there in terabytes, I cannot use SQL. I have to use a specialized computers are called as data warehousing servers and computers. If you wanted to go to London, you cannot book a flight, a train ticket or the car, right? You need to go by a flight. But I wanted to go to Mars and the moon today. Can I go by a flight? No, 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 no. You have to have the rocket. Clear? So depends upon the distance, the technology is getting changed. It does not mean that I will use big data Hadoop because it is a very powerful technology today. Can I use rocket every time? No, 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 no. Can I use Excel every time? No, 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 no. It depends upon the usage. Even though Elon Musk may use car, or Bill Gates may use car today, because even though they are rich, it does not mean that they will come in the rocket. It is usage means what is the size of the data that is there in the company. You will be able to store the data somewhere. So data may be stored in Excel, data may be stored in SQL, data may be stored in data warehousing, data may be stored in big data today. So any company, any data can be stored. So IT industry is going to be storing the data in these devices today. Clear? It is only to store the data. But what about processing the data? For example, I have some data. I have 10 is there. I have 20 is there. I have two numbers. I have stored this data in my paper. I wanted to know what is the sum of these numbers. Sum is called as a process. Sum will be 10 plus 20, 30. This is the processing I'm going to be doing on the data. I wanted to sort the data. Sorting is also processing. Sorting in ascending order, descending order. I wanted to find out the minimum of the data. What is the minimum? 10. What is the maximum I wanted to find out? What is the maximum? 20. Right? If you wanted to do any kind of this kind of an action, these are called processing or computing. Okay. I wanted to find out the average. I wanted to count numbers. How many numbers are there? Counting. Clear? So counting, doing sum of operation, average, max, min, sorting. This is what is called a processing. So processing is going to be done by the data processing is going to be done by the languages. Clear? You learn Python language, C++, Python, Android, any language when you learn today, it is what is called a data processing. Did you understand what IT industry is going to be doing today? So IT industry is going to be storing the data one side. IT industry is processing the data another side. Okay, that means what is the raw material it is going to be consuming? Data. Data it is going to be storing. Data it is going to be processing. Data it is only going to work. If you store the data, what are the technologies I spoken about? I spoken about Excel, right? I spoken about SQL. I spoken about data warehousing. I spoken about, Hadoop, big data systems, blah, blah, blah. But how do you process the data? So for the processing the data, you have to learn a language like C, C++, Java, .NET, like that. Languages people are going to be learning. So you are going to be working towards data storing and retrieving side. You will be able to work in the data processing side. When you learn anything, it will be so much of a coding you need to learn. Okay, when you learn C, C++, Java, and .NET, you need to learn so much of a coding. But when you learn this kind of a things here, no coding or less coding. Clear? So no coding or say low coding, no coding or low coding you need to have. So if you're not good in programming or non-IT people wanted to come towards data and IT industry means, I strongly recommend without data, no industry is going to be working. So data is a fuel today. Data is next generation fuel today. Data is a currency today, right? So when you work with the data, you will be able to get lot of very good salary packages when you compare with Java developers, .NET developers, Python guys. Any language you learn, languages are very, very complicated to learn. That is one disadvantage. And the salary is also very, very less. Languages are going to change every now and then, right? We have C, then we have C++, then we have Java, .NET, Python, then today we have Angular JS, so we have Android. So different languages keep on changing, people will hate the coding. It is not only small coding. Many people will be joining Java course. You know what is total Java course? It is a 2 years course. It is not a one-day course. If anybody doing Java for 45 days, means they're learning only basics. They cannot do anything in the IT industry. .NET, it will take minimum 6 months to 9 months to complete it, right? So this kind of a things we have, and you can work as a donkey, lot of coding and with the less salaries. That is the problem with them. A Java developer, a .NET developer. So many people who wanted to come towards data. When you have the data, so data can be anywhere. So data is the next generation fuel today. No coding, low coding. Many people are going to come towards data side because a lot of job opportunities, data is there forever, right? Early 2000, I joined IT industry in Bangalore, right? My boss his name is Ranganathan, who was my mentor. He's from IIT Madras, I and I am Bangalore. So he was a City Corp vice president, and after that he worked for Wipro, Bangalore as a president. Then Microsoft, he was there in the board of directors, Microsoft Singapore and Microsoft India. He was telling, Bhaskar, if you wanted to get a proper career, go towards data side. He told me in year 2002 that time. So he resigned from that company. He started his own startup early 2000 in Bangalore. I was working with him, next 10 years, right? So when you meet with IIT people, IIM people, the same guy currently working for ISB Hyderabad, Indian School of Business, is a faculty for ISB guys currently, right? So when you have those kind of a mentors, so they know what is the power of these technologies in ISB, Indian School of Business, right? You have a lot of people are going to be doing and doing a lot of courses, right? Data analytics, 3 months, I think 12 months course, data analytics, they're charging almost 16 lakhs to 20 lakhs they're charging. Mr. Ranganathan is currently there with ISB. He was telling the other day, so this is how, they are charging Bhaskar. When you see your courses, you're, teaching more than that. But you have a lot of other skills also in ISB is going to be teaching, not only technology. Now, end of the day, you have so much of things that is happening today towards these industries. If you wanted to come into IT industry, clear, so you have to know data. So without data, nothing is going to be happening. So compulsorily you have to learn one technology, that is SQL. If you learn Excel is not important. Excel is very, very small, organization are going to be using. So forget about Excel. So you have to start your career learning SQL. SQL is also called as what? Database management system. It is also called as relational database management system, or people will be calling this as a SQL. You should not write like this, SQL. So there is no spelling like this. So this is a wrong spelling. You should not write. So this will be called as or pronounced as SQL, right? So this technology is going to be used to store your data. So store and retrieve. So if you wanted to store the data, or if you wanted to retrieve the data back from the system, compulsorily, if you wanted to come towards IT industry, all people have to learn SQL, structured query language. Without this, you should not enter into IT industry. Sir, I wanted to learn Java. Don't learn Java, learn SQL. Or along with the Java, you learn SQL. The faculty will tell you. The faculty will tell you after Java, we are starting SQL batch, you start. So after Android, the trainer will tell you, hey, you should also learn SQL. You learn SAP, you learn anything in this world, the faculty will tell you, hey, you should also learn SQL. Without that, you cannot get into IT industry. Be clear on this. Clear? So if you wanted to learn BI, business intelligence, or data analytics, or data engineering, or data science, AI, ML, Java, .NET, anything you wanted to learn, first of all, you need to know SQL. So how to store the data, how to retrieve the data in the IT industry, you need to know what are the SQL softwares that is there in the IT industry. SQL is the concept to store the data. You have a popular Oracle software is there. Many people will tell you, hey, I'm learning Oracle. I'm a Oracle SQL guy. That means he knows how to store the data, how to store the data. It is from Oracle company. Microsoft is giving you a software called SQL Server. So they have taken the same name as SQL, right? So end of the day, it can also store the business data. Whenever you need it, you will be able to get the data. So your ICICI Bank data, State Bank of data, Amazon data, Flipkart data, PhonePe data, your Airtel data, whenever you recharge, whenever you pay loan amount, whenever you book a movie ticket, a flight ticket, train ticket, rent, any ticket you do it, all the data may be going to Oracle server, may be going in SQL server. So this is a computer where SQL software is installed. So this company's SQL software is called as Oracle. This company, Microsoft company, SQL software is called as SQL Server software, like that. IBM company, the software name is called DB2. It is IBM company's SQL software. IBM company is having one more software is called as Netiza. I think Netiza, it is also one more SQL software. Like that, you have MySQL, right? Lot of softwares are available. PostgreSQL, right? So you have Sybase, right? Teradata. So lot of SQL softwares are available in this world. So all these companies are going to be storing your data. It is going to be retrieving your data. So in my laptop, if I install Oracle, what will happen? It is Oracle. So in Oracle, I can store my, my company's data. So Amazon company may install SQL Server. They will be able to store their, Amazon data may be here. So like that, you can store any data, any company's business data in this SQL only. So SQL, you can think as a godown or a storeroom. In a go down, what you do? You put the items, you get the items. It is a tank. In the tank, what you do? You put the water, you get the water. Oracle is a tank. SQL Server is a tank. DB2 is a tank. Different tanks you can buy, right? If you wanted to store the data, you can buy Syntax tank or Ashirva the tank, or you can buy any local company tank also. You can buy it. So different companies are giving you different tanks. Oracle is a storage or a godown or a tank. So that you can understand all these are called as a tanks, or all of them are called as SQL softwares. What is the purpose of the software? To store the data, to retrieve the data. Compulsorily you need to know this one, otherwise you will not be able to learn this. Clear? So compulsorily, if you wanted to understand business intelligence, or it is also called as a data analytics, right? If you wanted to learn these courses, compulsorily you have to learn SQL. Without SQL, you will not be able to get a job. Remember that. So this we are going to be giving you videos only. We don't have any live classes. We don't have no live classes. So you will be able to learn with the videos. I will be able to give the video classes. So you will be able to watch daily one video, 45 hours videos we are going to be sharing. These are available in English and Telugu language, whatever you like. I can understand Telugu. You take Telugu language videos, explanation is there in Telugu, but notes will be there in English. Clear? So compulsorily you have to learn SQL Server. I'm going to be giving because Power BI. Power BI belongs to Microsoft only. So Microsoft SQL Server we are going to be learning. You don't tell me, sir, I know basics. Your basics is not sufficient. Sir, my friend will teach me. I have Google videos. I have, Udemy videos. I have learned in my college. That is not at all sufficient, because 70% of the interview question, or minimum 60 to 70% of the interview questions are going to be asked in this only. Clear? So that is very, very important. Clear? So if you wanted to get a job in data analytics or the data science or data engineering, the base is SQL. Without that, you don't get into any company. You learn. Many people will come to me, sir, my faculty taught me 5 days SQL, but when I'm going for the interview, I'm not able to crack. Now I knew I need to learn complete SQL. The trainer who taught me for 5 days, very basics. I do not know anything. I wasted 1 year of time, and I have given 2 lakhs somewhere, and I lost the money. Everybody saying that you don't have the knowledge. I got the job. I'm not able to write anything in the company. I lost my job. I knew that now there is importance of the knowledge. Clear? So we don't give shortcuts. We don't give 1 day, 2 day training. It is video training daily. One video you need to take. 1 hour video will be there. You watch only 15 minutes. If you don't have a mood, stop it. Afternoon, you watch again 15 minutes, you write the notes. Again in the evening, you watch only 15 minutes, you write the notes. You don't have a mood, stop. Next day morning, you get up and watch this video complete. Watch, write the notes. You need to have the habit of writing notes. Otherwise, it will be boring. If you watch 1 hour video, you will sleep. Okay, if you don't get sleep also, you will get very good sleep. So don't watch any bigger videos at a stretch. Watch only 5-10 minutes. Write the notes. If you don't have a mood, stop it. So like that, many people are daily attend Power BI class in the morning, in the evening or afternoon, they will watch one SQL video. Without SQL, you cannot get the job. If you have the basic knowledge that is not sufficient, you cannot crack the interview. Right? You ask anybody who cracked the interview, they'll tell you, hey, Bhaskar sir is telling only SQL Server, SQL Server. That is 100% right, because I am also getting the job because of this knowledge only. I selected as a Power BI developer or a data analyst. So, but most of the work will be done in the SQL. Clear? So you need to plan like that. So this clear. So next one, in the data analytics, we're going to be covering you Power BI here. Now let us understand what is a data analytics. Then I'll talk about Power BI. Then we will also talk about what is a data science. Okay. Time is over. I'll take 5 more minutes so we can continue the demo on Monday, same timing with the same meeting ID. So Monday will continue. I spoken about data today, right? So data can be stored in different places, but one of the place I'm storing SQL. So remaining things I was talking about data warehousing. I was talking about Hadoop. All of them I will be discussing in the Monday and the Tuesday classes. I'll give you complete knowledge about everything so that you will be able to understand all these jargons in the simple way. And I knew that all the people, many of them from the non-IT guys, and you're starting your career zero to hero, right? So I want to make you a rich knowledgeable person. I can guarantee that this kind of a coaching, even though you pay lakhs of rupees, you will not be able to get it. So what is a data analytics or business intelligence? Data analytics is also called as a business intelligence. I will tell you what is the meaning of this. Understanding the past is called as a data analytics. I have a lot of data. I wanted to know, Amazon company wanted to know what was my sales in India last 5 years. Last 5 years means it is already over, right? So it is a past data. What was my sales in India last 5 years? Or what was my profit in last 3 years? Or what was my sales last quarter? Or what was my sales in last month? Or what was my sales in yesterday? So understanding the past or reporting the past. Okay. So reporting the past is called as a data analytics. It is also called as a business intelligence. Clear? But to understand the data, you need to have the data, right? Without the data, can you do anything? Can you work on the data? No, right? You need to have the data, right? So take the data and you can analyze the data with the help of data analytics softwares. Now, what is a data science or artificial intelligence means? Clear? So predict the future is called as a data science or AI and ML. So AI and ML is going to be predicting. So what will be the question in the data science or here? So people, the Amazon company wanted was what will be my sales in India next 5 years. They would like to predict how many people may get heart attack in next 5 years. The companies wanted to predict so that they will be able to, manufacture or the, produce the drugs. How many people may get sugar because every medicine will have a expiry date. I cannot produce, right? So based on the predictions only, I should be able to produce the drugs and everything, right? So everything is based on your predictions. Who's going to be predicting your data? So predictions can be done by the AI and ML. So this application also needs your historical data, right? So data analytics needs your data. Data science, AI applications needs your data. So we are going to be using different algorithms. We are going to be using not only machine learning, deep learning, we're going to be using a lot of algorithms, prediction algorithms are going to be using to predict the data, but both of them needs data. Clear? So data can be given by these guys. So you may have the data in Excel, right? You may have the data in SQL. You may have the data today in the data warehousing. You may have the data today, big data Hadoop, right? So you may have the data anywhere here. One people are going to be performing data analytics or business intelligence. One more guys are going to be taking the data and performing AI and ML. Clear? So these guys are called as a data scientist. You are called as a data analyst. So data analyst is easy. You will be able to get a job within 3 months. It is a 3 months course, right? What are you need to learn? You need to learn SQL. You need to learn data warehousing. You need to learn Power BI, right? And you need to learn one ETL software. That's it. So SQL you need to learn, Power BI you need to learn, ETL I'll be talking about on Monday and Tuesday, and you will be able to learn and a data warehousing. That's it. If you learn, so all of them can be learned uh, within 3 months. So this is what is called a data analytics. But if you wanted to get into AI and ML, everybody is saying AI because companies are going towards AI. If you wanted to go towards all of them, you need to know SQL, you need to know at least some Power BI also you need to know, and ETL, that is you can leave it, data warehousing concept you need to know, and you need to know Python. So Python you need to learn compulsorily, and AI and machine learning or deep learning models you need to learn. So these will take minimum 18 months to complete it. If somebody telling you can become a data scientist within 3 months, 6 months means it is a completely wrong. So 18 months of work, you have to do it. So this is very complex. You need to know mathematics, very understanding mathematics and statistics also you need to know. If you're ready with this, and then only jump into this. If somebody telling me, sir, I can do a course within 1 month or 2 months, I can get a job, means you will not be able to get a job. Many people who have learnt AI, they came, they told me, sir, it was very, very difficult. Let me learn this, let me get into job, let me work for data analyst at least 3 to 5 years, then I can learn, and I can migrate to this. Don't directly jump into this. Don't directly jump into this. So I don't recommend to jump into the AI and ML, because it will be very, very difficulty for you to learn all of them within 3 months or 6 months. It will take a minimum 2 to 2.5 years, and you need to invest a minimum 3 to 5 lakhs. Don't go for small institution. They don't teach you anything. They'll give you what is what abbreviation they'll give you. They'll give you one example. They don't give you proper understanding, and you have to put a lot of efforts. So why? You better learn these technologies within 3 months. You will be able to get a job, and you earn something. You can get a minimum if you put 3 years of experience. So minimum 12 to 15 lakhs of salary package you can get it in India, right? So one more student, Usha, her name is, she is in US today at the age of 44. At the age of 44, she called me one day, sir, my kids are grown up. I wanted to get into IT industry. My husband had told me to learn SQL. When I was browsing, I got your name from YouTube. So if I learn SQL, can I get a job? I told it is not SQL. You need to learn some more courses. Then she said, okay, sir, you give me the online training. I will learn. She is a botany zoology student at the age of 44. 2 years back, she came, she completed the course of data analytics. She got the salary of 1.5 lakhs USD. In Indian currency, you know how much it is? Approximately 1.2 crore. Do you think that you can get a job at the age of 44, botany zoology background? You're a housewife for almost at the age of 2021, she got married. 23 years, completely housewife. That to botany zoology student got a job not only in US and in India also. Lot of people 10 years of housewives, they're able to crack the jobs today. It is not your BA, BCom, BSc housewife. No. It is whatever you do today, that will give you job, not the past. Past is gone. In the past, you cannot do anything. Don't tell me that I have 10 years of marketing knowledge. I have 15 years of this knowledge. You have to remove that. That is unnecessary skill today. If you're there in the market, you cannot get a 10-20,000 rupees job. But why are you saying that I'm having 20 years of marketing analyst? You don't get the proper jobs. Better to remove the existing knowledge that is there. You fill your mind or the brain with the new technologies. This is what is called unlearning and relearning, upskilling. Clear? So if you don't go into YouTube also, because many people will tell you many things. You don't know whom to believe, whom not to believe. The better you can ask the right people, right? If you have a cancer, many people will say many things. But if you go to Apollo hospitals, when you go to a doctor, he will tell you the truth, right? So always reach out to professionals. Don't listen to the YouTubers. Those are not professionals. Clear? So they can read and say, because end of the day, they need views. They will say something about it. That is not the truth. Clear? So this is what we are going to be learning. All of them we are going to be learning as part of data analytics. So Monday, we're going to be connecting. We'll understand all these things. So if you have any questions, you can ask me. But a few people already messaged in the chat. Let me tell you. Vinod is asking me, sir, ETL, which skill we need to learn? Either SSIS or Azure, anything you can learn. So I will be able to talk about this on Monday. Okay, is going to be, is asking now which skill, ETL skill I need to learn. Okay, so what are the skills I told you to learn? One is called SQL, you need to learn. Second skill. So here we are going to be learning Power BI, right? So the SQL and Power BI. Next skill you need to learn, that is what is called a data warehousing. One more skill you need to learn, ETL. So all these skills you need to learn. So the complete the course duration is, it will be 3 months. Clear? So ETL, so you can learn here. Either SSIS is there. We will be talking about all of them on Monday. Don't worry about. So data warehousing, you can learn. It will be 10 days. It will be given. It will be for 20 hours. Okay. So you should not be doing this. Power BI will be for 45 hours. So these are the things that we're going to be learning, right? So that is the point. So Nagalakshmi is saying, as you told, historical data available in data warehousing, right? In IT, we can create archival table and store that table. So that is also historical data. Correct. So I'll talk about what is archival process, what is a data warehousing. It is not the same. So big difference between these two. Very good question. I will be able to give you the answer in Monday and Tuesday. As I told, historical data available in the data warehouse, right? In IT, we can create an archiving table and store the tables, right? So that archival table is nothing but a data warehouse. So archive table, see, data warehouse will have a historical data, but archive tables you can have anywhere. So archival system is to keep the old data, but data warehousing purpose is something different. What is the purpose of data warehousing? Means you wanted to perform the data analytics on the data warehousing. Clear? So data warehousing main purpose to analyze the data. So archiving the data only to store old data. That's it. If something happens, if I delete the data, before that I'm going to be archiving the data and keeping. So only to store the old data. Okay. So this data cannot be used for the analyzing purpose. That is the one difference. Okay. So any other questions if you have, I will be able to tell you. So what are the things that we are going to be understanding next 3 months? Okay. So what are the things that we're going to be understanding next 3 months? I will be able to give you so that you will be able to understand this clearly. SQL Server, you need to understand. Day one onwards, I'll give you videos. You need to watch one video from next week and complete it. Power BI live classes we are going to be having. So June and July, you need to focus on only these two, right? As I told you, you need to learn one ETL. The SSIS is a ETL software. Clear? So this one is also ETL software, or we have one more called ADF. So either SSIS or ADF will be given so that you can learn. It will be for 25 hours. Data warehousing you need to know. And SSAS I did not speak today. I will be able to talk about it. So this will be put together one month, 10 days. In the August month, we will be able to complete. So this is what is called data analytics means. Okay, only if you learn Power BI, you don't get a job. Many companies, what they do, many institutions, they will teach Power BI for 1 month and they will teach you this for 5 days. Your course is over. You pay me 2 lakhs, I'll give you a job. So all the people will get cheated, right? So this is how we're going to be giving you. Now I'll tell you why Bhaskar sir is asking us to learn everything. So I will be able to go to naukri.com and tell you what are the things the people are asking. I wanted to go Power BI developer or simply Power BI. So I wanted to search. You see how many jobs we have in India? People are saying no jobs. How many jobs we have? 31 jobs are available. It is 1 day ago. Have you seen this? 1 day ago, what are they earning? They are asking Azure, Power BI, and let me show you what are the skills they're asking. Not only Power BI, they're asking you a lot of things. If you don't learn at least a few of them, it will be difficult for you. Now you see, they're asking what? SQL, data, Power BI, DAX, 3 to 5 years. When is this posted? It is posted, I think, 2 days, 3 days back, like that. 1 day back, 2 day back, you will be able to get it. When is it posted? So you have to go and see 7 to 12 years of Power BI, only Power BI, right? When you see Power BI, DAX, Power BI, so people Snowflake, Tableau, SQL, BU. So 1 day ago, it is 8 to 13 years, 2 to 6 years, data analytics role, business intelligence, Agile, Scrum, customer. So people will ask you, MSBI means SSIS, I'm talking about ETL. ETL I was talking about 3 days ago. Which company? Tata Consultancy, TCS. MSBA means SSIS and SSAS, right? So dashboard. See, lot of things they're asking. So BI means again Power BI, SSIS, and all of them you need to know, right? So if you learn only one thing, it will be very, very problem for you. Data warehousing. Have you seen this? Data warehousing, DAX, MDX, SQL, stored procedures, all of them you need to know. So without that, you will not be able to get into data analytics role. They're asking more and more, but we will not be able to learn everything. But whatever we can, learn within 2 and 3 months, of course, that you will be able to learn and try to implement it. So these are the jobs that is available in the only in this. You have Times Jobs, Indeed, lot of other portals are available. I'm talking about Power BI, right? So a lot of job opportunities are available worldwide. But if you learn one technology, that is not sufficient. You need to learn much more technologies. Nothing is complex in this world. If somebody teaches you from very, very basic level, anybody can become a hero. So I have a lot of heroes from BA, BCom background, botany, zoology background, and lot of people. Recently, one guy got a job, Kriti, right? So Kriti got a job, Lakshmi got a job, even the recession is going on. Last month, many people got the jobs, minimum 15 lakhs jobs they're getting for 3 to 4 years of experience, right? Even though you have a 10 years of a gap, what you do, you can tell them that 7 years I was doing a business, or I was appearing for a government job, or how I was a housewife for last 7 years. Last 3 years I got a job, so I'm able to work with this company. So I have 3 years of knowledge. Or you can say I'm working in ICICI Bank last 10 years, or State Bank of India, or insurance company last 10 years as a accounts role. I was creating a lot of reports with Excel, but slowly my company asking me to learn SQL. In accounts department, we are able to create a lot of reports in Power BI, and I'm an accountant there. And 7 years I have Excel knowledge. Last 3 to 4 years I have Power BI knowledge with SQL. So that is how I'm able to get the knowledge. You can say like that. Convert your 10 years knowledge into 7 plus 3, 6 plus 4, or 8 plus 4, whatever it is. You will be able to convert your experience into your IT experience. So how everything I'll be able to talk about in the later classes. Monday, same timing, same meeting ID we are going to be conducting. And I will be able to talk about remaining things. What is ETL? What is data warehousing? Lot of other things will be talk about one by one. Chalo, hope you have enjoyed this training. You can ask me doubts. Thank you, guys.